Welcome to Love is Crafting.
Love is crafting.
I'm Stanton.
And I'm Tila.
And if you're new to our channel, thanks for checking us out. Are you returning subscribers? Thanks for the support.
Here on this channel, we like to take you through crafts and other DIY projects that are real, but not necessarily perfect because love isn't perfect.
We have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we need your help.
Yes, will you please consider hitting the subscribe button? We post new videos every Saturday.
And in this video, we stop and smell the roses.
Or preserve the roses. We will actually be using silica gel to preserve some flowers.
Now, we had no idea how this process was gonna work, but we had some mixed results.
Yeah, make sure you watch all the way to the end so you find out what not to do.
And support our channel by liking,
commenting,
and subscribing.
Love is crafting.
Love is crafting. Okay, so we have all of our materials that we need so far. I just have some paper towels in order to put the flowers in, some scissors to cut the flowers. These Tupperware containers are what we're gonna actually be drying out the flowers in. And this is just silica gel. This one is actually purposely made for flower drying art, but I believe that any silica gel will work. So if you don't have this specific type, I think you're still in good shape. As you see, we have a lot of flowers. We are not going to use this, but because we have so many flowers, it gives us basically a lot to pick from. So with our scissors, this one was kind of just staring me in the face and it seemed pretty good. What we are doing, we don't need any of the extras, but we're cutting it. There's a level where the bulbing comes down to a straight point. We're gonna get a little bit below that. To give us the actual flower. What we also want to do is take off maybe the first layer of petals that are wilted, and it gives us a more, it gives us a better structure of flower to start with. I think the one more may be good. That one. It gives us a good structure. What we're gonna do is we'll start off by making a base of the silica gel. I'm gonna pour that in. I'm pouring it pretty deep. I'm pouring it so deep so that the flower, when you put it inside the silica gel, it stands up. Like this one's gonna need to be lower. We'll start there, and then maybe with the additional flowers. You know, this one's a little bit taller. Let's try this one. And then I'm also going to add some more of this one. This one's pretty deep, so let's go deep with it. All right, I'm just putting the top on to see if it's going to smash the flowers when it's closed. Looks like it's not. So this will be kind of our metric to go by on the size of flower. We're gonna try to kind of go around and get as many different colors as possible to give us a full view of what it'll look like. Okay, so I think we have a good idea or a good amount of flowers. What we did is we're not going to use all these flowers, but we wanted to put as many flowers as possible in order to make sure that when it's time to place the flowers, we have as great a selection as possible. So now that the flowers are settled in the silica gel, in the silica beads, silica gel, we're just going to pour as much as possible into the center of the flowers. Some more silica gel. You want this to completely go inside of the flowers because this is what pulls out the moisture. If there's any moisture inside the flowers, that's this is what's gonna pull it out.
Is this reusable?
Yeah, so the good thing is, the reason why I'm using so much is because this is reusable. So after...
Okay, you are using quite a lot.
After we get through with this whole process, I am going to
Babe, I think
reuse
that's
it.
enough.
You think that's enough?
I think you... Yep. Not sure. If there's ever a too much, I think you hit it.
All right. Well, let's hope that there is never a too much.
How long are we leaving this to sit?
So the consensus is between 36 and 48 hours.
If you are traveling 80 miles per hour, how long does it take you to go 80 miles?
48 and 36 hours? The minimum is 48?
If I run the mile in about 9 minutes.
No, 36 would be the minimum, and 48. Right? Is that the way that works?
If you're doing 48 would be the least amount of time and 36 is more.
Are you saying
trying to say 72 hours?
Are you saying that 36 hours is more than 42 hours?
Do you know what the answer is?
What?
Think about 80 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So how long does it take me to go 80 miles if I'm traveling 80
You're
miles
driving
per
fast. You
hour?
are
No. 36 is less.
Yeah, so the least amount of time is 36 hours.
Yep. That's not what you said.
If I say I'm driving 80 miles per hour, that means I'm going to go 80 miles in an hour.
No, you are not.
Okay.
Okay, so somewhere between 36 and 48 hours. I think we might, we'll see. We might do it for a full 72 hours just to see how it works, but.
So 2 to 3 days or 2 to 4 days?
2 to 4 days. The more time, the better is the way that goes. The more time, the better.
All right, well, we will let them sit. We'll show you what they look like when they're done.
Welcome back. We are in the process of trying to preserve some flowers. We have had these flowers in the silica gel for over a week. It's been a week and 3 days. Making sure that all the moisture is off, or is gone, evaporated, or wherever it goes in the silica. Now let's see what the results look like. Not the best smell. They seem very fragile, which makes me nervous to actually pick them up.
So are they still soft?
No, not at all. They are. You know when
It's dried flowers like normal?
yeah, like when you used to walk to school and you like to step on the dried up leaves. It's like that. What I am gonna do.
Show it to me.
This. I'm gonna take off this top layer that's very flimsy, and I think this is kind of the goal that we're gonna be going for. And you can hear all the silica still in there, but I don't think that that's gonna be a problem. So the inside though is a lot softer than that very outer layer was. Let's go with one of these. I don't even know what this is called. Do you know what this is called?
Nope.
This one, quite the opposite. It's still soft. The color is still there. Obviously still filled with silica, but seems like this worked out the best for this type of flower. Maybe, I'm thinking because it was deeper in the silica gel. So let's go with something deeper to see if that's the case. All right, this is a carnation that was deep in there. This started off purple. Looks like it almost turned black, but
No, it still looks purple.
it still looks purple.
Y'all know men are colorblind. It still looks purple.
Okay.
It is a deep purple, but it's not black.
This feels like I can like punch in my hand and like it'll fall into a million pieces though. Of course you have stuff like the baby's breath, which I didn't think that, I think even without the silica gel, this kind of stuff would just be okay. All right, so I am going to go through the process of taking all these flowers out and we'll see what we come up with.
Are you happy with the results?
Yeah. I am. Some more than others. Like this one, I'm probably gonna throw away. All right, so I think I got all of the flowers out of this one. All it is some, petals that we don't need. We might use it for something. I don't know. These are kind of cool, right?
We can always stick them in somewhere. Fillers.
Yeah. I have a. I also did another one just in case. Let's see how this one came out, see if it made any difference. So with that original one, by the way, when you first open these up, it's not a pleasant smell, just to let you know. But with that original one, we had all the flowers pointing vertical. And this one, we had all of them pointing or facing horizontal. And let's see if it made a difference. This is one of the roses. It's hard to. This one is definitely softer. It's not as fragile. Let's go with another one of those yellow roses. Those seem to be a good consensus. And as you can see, actually may have come out better. You don't have those first areas where the outside layer is just falling apart. So it's still a pretty tight formation. So I think that the horizontal way is probably the best. And I'm thinking it's probably because the silica gel was, and I keep on saying silica gel. Is this silica gel even though it's this powder? Okay. So I think it's because it was completely submerged in the silica. This one still feels wet though, which makes me nervous. Because what I'm gonna do with these preserved flowers is we're gonna do a shadow box with them, and I don't want that. I don't want it to be after we complete the shadow box and a couple months the flowers wilt away and rot or something. So let's just finish up and see how this one came out. All right, so I think I am done with all the flowers in this one as well. So let me go ahead and clean up all the silica, and we will go to the next step. Okay, so we have our dehydrated preserved flowers here. As we mentioned, we had some mixed results.
Yeah, so we think that the roses actually came out really good. It kept its shape, and don't be rough with them. Don't be rough. Be really gentle, otherwise they're dried, so they're gonna break off.
But we also had bad results, like I think this is a lily?
Yeah, I think so.
As you can see, I think more because it's so flowy, it doesn't have anything to really hold the shape. So these didn't really come out well. So really, I think part of the reason of us having mixed results is really just down to the type of flower we use.
Yeah, I think that definitely has a play in it, a part in it. But this, when we say not the best results, like this one isn't as dried out. Like it's still kind of soft. And I don't know if that's because it's the type of flower or the process. Or maybe it just didn't take to the silica gel. Maybe some flowers take better than others. Like roses took really well to it.
And this one even still has silica gel on it. Like still has a little beads on it. So I don't understand why it wouldn't be fully dried out. Like these carnations, which although, got a deeper color, it still looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. So I definitely like how that one turned out. The only thing I would try to do a little bit differently is it's a little bit smashed. I don't know how we can not get the smash look, but because
we probably just tried to put too many flowers in there and kind of smash them.
Yeah. But I mean, ultimately, what we're gonna do is put it in a shadow box, right?
Yeah.
So it might end up needing to be a little smashed anyway.
And we did do two different processes. One where the flowers were inserted vertically, and then the silica gel was all around, and one horizontally. And I've got to admit, the horizontal process, or having them horizontal, just dried them out better and actually just had better results.
Yes, so what not to do. Do not stand them vertically. Lay them down.
But this is our, I don't even want to say, this is the final product of preserving the roses, or preserving the flowers. But like we said, we have some other projects, or another project we're gonna do with these. So yeah.
Yeah, make sure you come back next week so you can see what we do with the flowers.
Remember, love is crafting.
Love is crafting.